Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell the truth about silver. Today is Sunday, the 24th of December 2023. Yes, Christmas Eve. And we're producing our regular weekly financial, markets and precious metals update. Now this update covers the last 2 weeks because last week we were unfortunately unable to upload any videos due to a lack of internet connection, which is why we did not appear. It is admittedly a very rare occurrence, and we wish to apologize to everyone who perhaps were anticipating a video and did not receive it. Nevertheless, gold and silver, equity markets, cryptos in general have performed extremely well these past 2 weeks, and 2024 should certainly not disappoint. Why do we say this? Well, let's take a look. Now first, just a quick reminder, we've set up a second channel entitled Finances Do Matter, where we cover a whole array of financial topics and a lot more to come. We've placed a link in the description box and comment section below for those who've not as yet joined that channel. Please pop on over and subscribe. Okay, let's look. First at precious metals. Well, gold actually went up $32 last week and has risen $48 these past 2 weeks, rising from $2,005 to $2,053, having been as high as $2,070 and as low as $2,016. In sterling terms, gold finished the week at £1,619. That's up £25 on the week, but up 21 on the past 2 weeks. And in euros, it closed at €1,865. That's up €10 on the past week, but unchanged for the past 2 weeks. You'll see that the dollar weakened in a few moments, and the euro and sterling appreciated against the dollar value. Silver rose 32 cents this week, but is $1.17 higher these past 2 weeks, rising to $24.20, having been as high as $24.77 and as low as $23.68. In sterling terms, silver closed at £19.09. That's up 23 pence on the week, and up 70 pence for the last 2 weeks. And in euros, it closed at 22.01 euros. That's up just ever so slightly, 0.06 euros on the week, and up 0.56 euros, that's half a euro, on the fortnight. The gold to silver ratio has fallen from 87.1 to 1 to 84.8 to 1. Bitcoin currently stands at $43,648. That's down $523 on the fortnight. Equities have been up across the board, reaching all-time highs in terms of the Dow particularly, and that closed at 37,385 points. That's up 1,138 points. The S&P 500 closed at 4,754. That's up 150 points. The Nasdaq Composite up 589 points at 14,992. And the FTSE index up 143 points on this last fortnight, standing at 7,697. Oils were higher. Brent crude up $3.23 at 79.07, and WTI crude up $2.33 at 73.56. The dollar index, though, is down a considerable 2.31 points on the fortnight and currently stands at 101.7. Now, we've seen quite a lot of important data coming out of the United States these past 2 weeks, most notable being a high consumer confidence level, but perhaps the most dominant being a much better than anticipated PCE index for November. This is one of the measures of inflation. Down 0.1%, and a core PCE index of plus 0.1%. Pushing the PCE year over year down from 2.9% to 2.6%, and core PCE from 3.3% to 3.2%. Now, the previous week, the CPI figures, the other measure of inflation, were not so impressive, but still showed an annual declining inflation rate for the US. Now, this coming week, because of Christmas holidays, although there is some data being announced, there is very little of consequence. We also saw last week that the GDP figures were revised downwards from 5.2% to 4.9%. And this, coupled with the PCE inflation index, has actually resulted in an increased optimism by investors that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates by a larger amount than revealed in the Federal Reserve's dot plot. It also increases optimism that the Fed will begin its cycle of rate cuts sooner than previously expected, maybe as early as March of 2024. And some are predicting a 1.5% cut by the end of the year. That's next year, not this year, which has just over a week left. Now, this bodes extremely well for both gold and silver, and providing there is no global recession on the horizon, both metals should perform well in 2024, as potentially should equities and cryptocurrencies, though followers of our channel know our true thoughts on cryptos. Now, some commentators are predicting $2,500 gold next year, and others are predicting $30 plus silver. We shall be publishing our annual forecast shortly, either between Christmas and New Year or the first week of 2024. Now, this coming week, we're not expecting major changes in either of their prices, as trading is shortened, and therefore gold is more than likely to remain within the 2,000 to 2,100 band, probably hovering around the 2050 level, and silver will trade between 23.50 and 25, and potentially hovering just above $24. Of course, if something out of the ordinary happens, then these figures go out of the window, because with fewer traders, prices can be exaggerated, both higher and lower, at the drop of interesting news. Now, 2024 should prove to be an exciting time for precious metals, and we on this channel have predicted prices week on week with a high degree of accuracy since the channel began. It's sad, though, to see viewership drop so dramatically, but nevertheless, we appreciate each and every one of you who watch this channel and give us your support by subscribing, giving us a thumbs up, and providing comments, and coming back week after week. So with that in mind, we'd appreciate it if you haven't done so, you would give us another thumbs up and subscribe. But we'd like, seriously, to take this opportunity to wish you a very Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays if you're not of the faith, and hope and trust that your health and wealth continues to improve. And before we go, again, a quick reminder to pop on over to our Finances Do Matter channel, where we now have 6,500 subscribers. Ironically, less than 400 have come from Illuminati Silver. So those of you listening and watching this channel, please go over to Finances Do Matter and subscribe there. A lot is going to happen. The channel's going to change quite significantly, and we will see in 2024 an additional change to this channel as well. Exciting times ahead. Merry Christmas to you all.